Good evening, sir. My name is Brian Jewell, Marine Corps veteran, served with you for a while, and I also served in this community as a Veterans Court mentor. The last time that we saw each other was about 2 years ago, and I was facing some health challenges. It's great catching up with you tonight. I'm proud and happy to say that I'm on the road to recovery, but one of the biggest problems I've had is accessing benefits. What do you think is the problem with kind of the bureaucratic process and the sclerotic kind of actions that are happening in Congress? And is there a way, what do we need to do? We got to pull together to take care of these veterans, like myself.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah.
hey, if it wasn't for the Veterans Administration, though, General Mattis did save my life at that meeting 2 years ago. Told me what to go look for, and I got treatment for it. So the military is looking out and taking care of their own, even when the Veterans Administration is maybe a little bit late on the ball.
You'll understand, ladies and gentlemen, that for every jam I got the troops into, guys like that got me out of it. Okay. So that generals don't do much, right, when it comes to carrying the load. As far as what do we do? How do we get past the bureaucratic, almost like paralysis? Alaska, wouldn't you know, some of the best things in politics come out of the Western United States. I think it has to do with the pioneer spirit that brought us out here. And it just, cultures are sticky, I was told, and it sticks with you. And out here, for example, women's suffragettes started where? Wyoming. That's where the right to vote really picked up and took off. That's the first place women held public office. Well, guess what? In Alaska, out here in the West, they've got a thing called rank order voting. And what's happened is in the primaries, most of us aren't all that political. I know I'm not. The primaries, you got perhaps the Democrats in the thrall of the left wing, the Republicans in the thrall of the right wing, and they bring the most left wing or most right wing person. Well, guess what happens? They get to Congress and they get that. Remember in the military, we were taught if you mix good people and bad processes win 9 out of 10. You're going to have the best soldiers in 10th Mountain Division, and you have the best pilots in the Air Force. And if they can't talk to each other, bad process, it's not going to work, okay? Right now, we have the primaries bringing options in that a lot of Americans don't feel gives them a good choice. In Alaska, you have to rate, let's say 4 people get through the primary, okay? You have to rank order and say, I want him number 1, and if he doesn't win, I'll make him my second choice, my third choice, my fourth. And so if somebody doesn't come up with 51%, what they do is they go to who had that person down, which person down as their second choice, and they put it together, and guess what happens? The middle now dominates just by numbers, and there's a way for their voice to be heard. And it appears to be working in Alaska. We'll have to see how it goes. There are ways to get out of the gerrymandered and the primary driven bureaucratic jam. But I'm not an expert on this, and there's probably people in this room that could answer it better, but that's just an infantryman's view. Go ahead.
Thank you.